Well, we are here again, another Thursday.
Woo!
It has been a while.
Salutations! Yes. Yes, I'm so happy to be here. I am Troy. Thank you for being here. I know you're tired.
I'm here.
Oh, thank you. Y'all, welcome everybody. I'm just so glad to be here. I sound a little stopped up because the pollen is pollinating. Okay.
Mhm.
It's North Carolina in the springtime, baby. It's everywhere. Cars green, everything's green, but it's beautiful.
Yeah,
It's beautiful, so I'm happy. I'm excited about tonight's show because y'all, I celebrated my 1 year anniversary of being on Crazy Carla's Concoctions.
Congratulations.
I'm so happy.
Congratulations.
1 year, Troy, we've been doing this.
Yeah. And come to think of it, because of all the busy activities you had, you would have had more shows actually. But
I
you
would have.
Yeah, you still had you were on episode 33.
Yeah, I'm hanging in there. And I'm telling you, I really would have had more episodes, but y'all, sometimes I have rehearsals on Thursday nights. I have dress rehearsals. Sometimes I move shows around. We make it do what it do here on Crazy Carla's Concoctions. So I'm very hype about that. We have a very special guest tonight.
Yes, we do.
He's very exciting. I love this gentleman. His name is Mr. Evan Gibson. If y'all don't know him, there he go. There he go. There go my castmate, producer, singer, director, all the things. Okay? And y'all gonna learn about him. He's a real fun guy. He's a sweet guy. Hey, Renee! My cousin's on here, y'all. Hi, Lena. What's up, y'all? What's happening? So we out here tonight, and I'm chilling tonight. Y'all see, listen, I'm sitting on my chair. I gotta have my concoction.
So what you got today, Miss Carla?
Well, tonight I have a little concoction in my cup. I call it a mystery sip because it's got a little this and that in it. Don't know, some of this, some of that. It's a summer drink. A summer drink. What you drinking?
Water.
It's good for you. I've been drinking that all day because I've been trying to flush this stuff out my system, and I've been drinking elderberry tea and ginger tea. I've been alternating. So I really kind of been detoxing my system because with this, it's crazy. So before we get started, we're going to talk about our sponsor tonight, and we're going to get into it.
Most definitely. Let's start it off with the sweetest lime.
There she is, the sweetest lime, Miss Micaiah Mitchell. You see it? Honey, this hair, she keep it healthy. She keep me going. She does Taranza Gray's hair. She does Javetta when she's in town. She does quite a few of us lock lovelies around town, males too, around the triad. So if you want to get your hair locked, if you want to keep your natural hair maintenance, she does color. She does all the things, y'all. She even does perms and stuff if that's what you desire. She's a beautician. She also is aesthetically good with doing makeup and things of that nature. She does our makeup. So just check her out. There she is. She's on Instagram at the sweetest lime. She's also I think she's on TikTok. Yes, she's on TikTok. There's her phone number, 336-734-3307. She's on Facebook under Micaiah and Mitchell. I mean, y'all, go check her out and tell her Carla sent you.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So let's go through more shout outs that you're getting.
Hi. Hi, Aunt Lily. That's my Aunt Lily. Hey, Cyrus. I'm so happy my family's tuning in tonight. Oh, this is exciting. I would start crying. You know me, I'll start crying in a minute, child. What?
I'm going to tell you, people have been missing you, Miss Carla. And I mean, we actually had people waiting before I hit the live button. That says a lot. Straight up. So
I love it. I love it. Because we do what over here, crazy concoction. We drink and we talk about stuff.
Yes, indeed.
Hallelujah. So let's bring on the man of the hour.
Indeed. There you go.
There you go. Hey, Evan. Can you hear me?
Can't
What
hear
you do? What you do?
You can't hear? Okay. Pop out.
What
Pop
did
out.
you do?
Go back in.
Oh.
I was just telling him. Hold on. All right.
Chat.
Jump out. Go back in. All right. Hey, it's been a while,
Okay.
so technical difficulties are possible.
It happens.
Oh, we
Yeah.
got more love.
Oh, hi. That's
Welcome.
it. He's coming back. He had to fix his camera. He'll be right back.
We'll be back.
Hey. He's
So
coming
everybody,
in.
please say hello. Please let us know you're out there.
Y'all let us know y'all here. Feel free. For those of y'all who've never been on the show, you can ask questions at any time of my guest and he'll answer them. It's not just me. Actually, I like it when y'all ask questions. Because it makes for an interesting show sometimes.
Yeah, it does.
So this week has been interesting. Y'all, that old president y'all used to have got arrested.
That he did.
You see, the people got voted out there in Tennessee for marching with the children for the gun violence. How they do that? I don't understand. I'm confused.
I don't know what to say about America anymore, to be honest.
I said, oh, that's how we doing things now?
Right.
I thought we could speak up.
Now, you there, my man?
Yes, I can hear you guys now.
Woo! We can hear you too, brother. Thank you.
Awesome.
All right.
Yes.
I'm going to let you guys talk. I'll be in the back room. See you.
Thank you. So there he is. Hi, Evan. Look,
Hey.
there's Evan. There's a V sharp. I don't know, but your people are on here looking. We welcome you. We welcome you, and we're so glad that y'all are here. Yeah, I got on my blast shirt. For those of y'all, look, I got on my blast. Hi, Freak. That's my family. My family jumping on tonight. Hey, listen, we have a time. Evan, it's so good to see you. You got so many things going on.
It is so good to see you, and yes, there's a lot going on.
And then today we found out our movie gonna be an Africa tomorrow. I was like,
I'm
listen,
excited. I'm excited as well.
I can't wait for everybody to see this movie. But we're gonna get into that because it's so many questions. Okay, so before we get going, look, we got to take a sip. Let us sip. What's your concoction, baby? What you got?
I have a honey chai tea with turmeric.
Oh.
Yeah, really good. I love tea. I'm a tea connoisseur.
Oh, so you have honey chai with turmeric. Don't say chai tea, because look, the Indians, they told me that. They said when you say chai tea, you're saying TT, because chai is tea. I didn't know that.
True. That's true.
I was like, oh, okay. That's like saying two twins to them. But black folk, we say stuff like that all the time. Like we say Burger Kings. We say two twins. Who cares? Look, we're gonna do what we want to do. So, for those of you who don't know Evan, I call him Mr. Entertainment because he do everything, child. He do everything. Oh my God, Evan. So, first things first, first question, where you from and where you at?
I'm a Carolina boy. I was born in Manning, South Carolina, which Manning, South Carolina is near Sumter, small town. Loved it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Now I live in North Carolina. So I'm a Carolina boy at heart, and you know how the Carolinas are,
Yeah. We all right. People talk about, but we got pretty blue sky and we got pretty teeth and we nice. So, whatever.
Clean, right?
Clean that most of the time. Yeah. Yeah. So, okay, so that's good to know. So that's a little small place. And yeah, if he looked familiar, it's because he got the same face as his sister who's been on my show. If y'all remember, I did an episode with a female boxer, Katrina, who's an advocate for children who have been molested. That's his sister.
Yes.
And she be out here beating people one person at a time and getting paid for it. And I love her.
I got the blunt of that. Real talk. When we were younger growing up, she was something else. This is not something new to her. She didn't just start boxing out the blue. When we were growing up, she was always,
I believe it. I believe it,
hurt, man. Those things.
Yeah, but did you bob and weave? Now, who's the oldest, you or her? Who's
I'm
the
older
oldest?
than her. She is. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And you look like you about 5. So, Black people, we don't age. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. And I'm grateful for that. So since, I told people you're Mr. Entertainment, you sing, you dance, you act. What else do you do, child? What you do? You do everything.
I'm just really in love with the arts, since I was little, I've always admired the arts. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with that. Like, you always something anything entertainment I wanted to be a part of. So singing, acting, dancing, writing, this is my first movie I wrote. So writing, but I've always written my music. So writing, just anything dealing with music and acting and just the arts in general is a safe space for me.
I could dig it. Yeah. I remember when we were kids, I would make my cousins into a choir. In my grandma's kitchen, it'd be hot, and then we had no air conditioning back then. You know what I'm talking about? Child, and we used to make up songs and perform skits, and we used to do all the things that little children do when they bored, But
I'm laughing because I understand that so much. When we were little, I used to direct movies for my sisters to be in, or family, or whatever, and make songs, and I get mad like I'm paying them if they don't get it right. Be like, you gotta get this right.
You're right.
I get it.
I need y'all to pay attention. Now, I always ask people, I'm trying to remember if I remember I think I do remember. But you gonna tell these people. What's your zodiac sign, Evan?
Capricorn.
Lord help. He's a Capricorn, y'all.
Capricorn.
That's why he stay doing stuff all the time. Are you a December Capricorn or January Capricorn?
December Capricorn, yeah. Yeah. Stay busy.
Y'all something else.
Yeah, we got to leave our print in this world, We got to create so that people can feel motivated and inspired, Caps in the building.
Hi, Lord. There you go. See, listen, it's a whole bunch of them out here. Look, half my crew is Capricorn, so I just be like, Lord, look at them. They always working and doing something. And it's okay. It keeps us out of trouble, right?
Sometimes.
So, but y'all Capricorns, y'all work too much. That's what I say. Y'all be obsessed with working. I know a Capricorn, seriously, who was supposed to retire. And that thing done decided he ain't gonna retire because he's like, I can't. And I was like, but I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. So,
bro, man, there's so much to do,
I guess, and speaking of so much to do, so you wrote a movie.
I did.
You wrote a movie, and I'm when I tell you, I was in this movie with you and Miss I Inspires Productions, Miss Tamika Allen. And when she called me, I was like, Carla, can you come do a read for this film? And I was like, okay. And she was like, no, this is magic. Those were the words. And I said, you got to see this script. So when Tamika Allen calls, you go, right? Because she's that chick. And then when I realized Brandon Bias was involved as well, I said, wait a minute now, what is this? When we did the first read, it was me, John Black, you, Tamika. Who else was there?
Um, John Black, you
We
was
were
it? I think Otis.
and Odie.
I think Otis was there. I think if I'm correct,
Yeah,
Otis.
Otis Simpson, the great Otis Simpson.
Yes.
And when I tell you, it was literally like that, right? We were like,
It to me that day. When Tamika, first of all, I already trust what Tamika says, and she's like, "Oh, I know someone for this part," because she's always when we went over the script and feeling that she had a passion for the script, she really understood the script and she understood what we were trying to do and how these characters are to be played out. And
mhm.
so when she said, "Oh, I know someone for this part," I was like, "Okay, I can't wait to see it." But nothing prepared me for when you guys came and actually read it, because this is my first time hearing these words out, and it was like it was so
Yeah.
amazing. And then, man, when you because you came in. I think this is our first time meeting in person.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
and I was like, okay. I was like, okay, this is cool. I was just like, I wonder if she could do this part, because you were so
Right.
you're
I
so
was just
like,
like, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then when you were like, okay, I was like, good morning, Africa. How you doing?
I was like, I don't know if these accents are gonna come across. I don't know what's gonna happen. But when you read, oh my God, I felt,
That's
hey,
Tamika.
hey, Tamika,
Hi,
how are you? Um,
girl.
when you guys read, it was like I was not prepared for it. Like you said, after we finished, we were all gobsmacked. We were gobsmacked, and it was like, whoa, this is crazy. I was like, oh my God, we are on to something. This is beautiful. It's just everything just fell in
Yeah.
place. Everything fell in place.
And the casting was on point. Just the whole. What made you write this script? Where did it come from?
Well, I always wanted to write. I always wanted to write. I have written scripts before. I just never have brought them to life. So I have a few scripts. I wrote a series, and I was about to come to life, and I still have those scripts, by the way. But I wrote a few scripts, and I was like, you know, one of my friends came to me and was like, "Oh, I have an opportunity for someone to write an African movie," and I was like, "Okay, cool. I'm in. Hey, I like writing scripts. Let's do it." And so I started that process, but I wanted the movie to not be the cliche movie. I wanted to have like this twist and turns and kind of I wanted to have elements that were in your face but not in your face. I wanted to blend Americans and Africans, but not like, oh, this the educational way. I wanted to
Right.
show people who live in America who were African, but I wanted to do it in a story sequence. So I just wanted to, but I wanted to see the beautiful colors of Africa, but at the same time put a story behind it. So that's really what I wanted to do with this story, Bloodline of the Jewel. Yeah.
And y'all heard the name of this fabulous work. It's called Bloodline of the Jewel. Um, we had a premiere earlier this year, and quite a few people turned out and came. I had family members come. It was so dope. We had a great time. And I know if I had that, because to me, like seeing something like this happen is like a baby being born. Because I know when I had my first female comedy show, I had to cry, 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 and get myself together before I could get out there and perform in front of folk, because it's something to visualize something, but it's another thing when it comes into fruition, right? And it's like, oh my God, I did it. Like I really did it. And what went through your head when you saw the audience reacting to Bloodline Jewel? Because they were involved in that movie. So, oh,
Uh,
thank you. Yes, she said so talented to be able to create like that. It is, Evan, like,
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Ernest.
Hey, hey y'all. Um, what went through my mind? It was surreal in a way, because this was like steps. because you think of it like you start with the creation of this project. You start with the words, then you start attaching people to it, and the first layer is the people who are going to be playing these parts, and the crew, and you start saying, okay, it started with it's a vision that you had, and then of course Tamika and I had this good concept of what we wanted, and and then the people started coming. So now that's one layer, because that already is like a frightening layer, because it's like, this is your story. Will they like it? Will they love the story? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was my thought, because although Tamika and I were very passionate about it, I was like, but will they love this story? Will they be able to identify with the characters? Will they be able to like the story that's being told? And then
Exactly.
and then it started falling in place. People were like, yeah. But then I was like, okay, now that's us. But now the next layer is, will the people viewing it get the same feeling that we felt from reading the script and doing it? And when I saw the reaction, that's when it became full circle for me. I was like, oh man, this is cool, because it's that thing where you do something and you don't really understand what the feelings are going to be at the end. You don't understand. You don't predict, right, what's going to happen. But then it's other layers of things that happen that you're like, I wasn't even expecting that. So just seeing the reactions and just seeing people laugh at the parts that you thought were some parts, I was like, I don't know if that's gonna be funny or not, and see them laugh at it, or some of the people be like,
Yeah.
oh, talking back, and like people just really like this, like, what's I enjoyed it. I felt so touched, and my parents were there, so that was
yeah,
my parents were there, so I was like, oh man, this is gonna be, I don't know,
I can't wait for my mom to see it. I can't wait for my family. My family that wasn't there, I can't wait for them to see this movie.
They're gonna love it. You were amazing. Like, honestly.
Thank you.
And I'm not tooting your horn. I keep it real. But when you read for Mama Rose, and it was beyond just you reading for her, it was the fact that I think you connected with her from day one. When you were telling me Mama Rose, I was like, I didn't know that about her. You were telling me Mama Rose, because you had found depth in her that I didn't even know existed. And I was like, God, I hope that we can make that convey on screen, because you remember those readings, and this was during COVID. This is during the COVID era. So we ended up doing a lot of our like readings on Zoom. Like, so that was it was not,
it was tricky.
It was tricky, but
because of the casting,
yes,
the magic, the chemistry was like for everybody. I mean, when y'all put Lindsay as my daughter, you couldn't have done any more perfect than. She looks like she could be my daughter. She acted like how a mother and daughter act, when we get on each other's nerves. It was just really just phenomenal. I mean, down to every detail. I mean, John Black was the villain, right? He was the villain. And it was great. And then we had what's our friend from Nigeria? Daniel, my son in the movie. That guy, when I see him on the screen there, I said, oh my God, I feel like he's really my son, And it was great. When I saw him on that screen, I said, look at my baby. Like he was my real baby. But that's how you have to invest yourself in this. And so, she said, where will we be able to watch the movie, Evan?
Right now, the movie is being screened in Africa, but we're in talks to get it on streaming platforms very soon. I'm pretty sure we'll keep you guys posted. Just follow us, like Bloodline of the Jewel. We're on Facebook, and just follow Carla, all the cast or whatever, and you'll see where it's gonna be. Because we'll be we're so thankful for it. We really are. This is like one of those projects without a huge budget, but it has a lot of heart, and I just can't even express enough how amazed I am that I got to work with such talented people who saw the vision. And to me, I know, right? That I can never get tired of that. We're everybody's having just really cool conversation on set, just talking like we're talking now, and it was like action, and they went into to the accents. I was like, wow, these people are so amazing, man. It was so much. I learned so much on set, off set. You know, Tamika did her thing.
Oh my God. She's the best friend ever.
Yeah, she's so cool. And Brandon was amazing. Jasmine, everybody did a great job, you know. It's just really one of those things I'm proud of, very proud of, you know.
And you should be, because I mean, it's magic. Y'all made magic. You made magic. You wrote it. You created this vehicle for us, you know? And I just want to thank you for that, because I really had to come outside the box. He even had me being physical. Y'all gonna say, I was like, wait a minute, do I get a stunt double in this thing? Baby, when I got home, baby, I had to put Big Gay on everything. Body free, I was rapping. I said, child, that thing, oh my God. What in the hell do he got me doing out here? But it was worth it. I know we did one scene like,
oh, you were like,
every time I just got ready, I was like, here we go. Child, when I got in that car, I was like, oh Lord. I was thinking heels, because this body was like, honey, you know you ain't young doing all this crazy stuff. But I had so much fun though. I slept so good that night.
It was a fun experience, and it was fun to watch too. But you did your thing. You did your thing. I'm telling you, I am so proud.
They trying to kill me. I ain't even gonna get to see the movie, honey. But listen, it was wonderful. And then out of nowhere, here comes the glistening in the snow. I said, did this man drop a CD? I said, where'd that come from?
Yeah.
So you made a movie, you dropped the movie this year, and then you dropped a Christmas CD.
I did. I did that in like 2 weeks. I wrote the songs. A few songs is co-written with Dwayne Fonwell, which is my partner, and
yes,
great guy. And also Tiffany Ivy. But I wrote this album. I did it in less than 2 weeks, and I just wanted, because it was the holidays coming in, and I remember I did a song called Special Night for my friend Blair Risms. He has this t-shirt line and clothing line, and he had a Christmas special, Black Excellence, with Kenny Lattimore, Vanessa Williams, so many other people, and I performed on that as well. And so I made an original song for it, which is Special Night. And me and my friend Ian, we made the song, and I was like, you know what? I think this year I'm gonna put more songs with it, make an album, and call it a day. Why not? I'm a Capricorn, so hey, why not, right?
I said he is glistening in the sun.
Yeah. So,
but you know what? That's some good work music. I put that on and was in here just working away.
Thank you. So
it was
much.
so soothing. I mean, and you know, people. Before we go to the next thing, and I'll tell you about that. We have an artist of the week on here. Each week we play a different artist. Okay, so my Aunt Janie said, how do you get the CD? And that's where I was going. So tell the people, did you send a clip of one of the songs, or?
I don't think I did.
Dang.
I don't think I did send a clip of the songs, but they're on YouTube. If you want to watch them on YouTube, on Apple Music, and it's only streaming. Next year, I think we're going to actually have a physical. This year, we'll probably have a physical CD that will be out, and we're probably going to do like a
but isn't it on Spotify too?
It's on Spotify. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I listen to it.
And you can check out my other music as well. It's Evan Gibson, EvinGibson, and check it out. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. That was a really good thing for me for the holiday, because I didn't expect the love I got from it. Honestly, I got so much love from this that album, and I felt so great because I just wanted to do something. I'm a loving person, so I wanted to give something on the holidays, which is one of my favorite times of the year. So I was like, oh man. And I went on Fox 8 and performed one of the songs from the
I watched it. I
which was cool.
watched it. Yes.
Yeah. So I was just so
Yes, he
happy.
is.
I love
He
you.
is.
I love you, Evan.
He
I had to
is.
inside that. That's a Capricorn.
Oh, okay. Another one. And another one. Listen, and it's all right. Well, it's called, what's the name of your project?
That album was Glistening in the Snow.
Glistening in the Snow.
Yes,
And
my
what is
holiday
it?
album.
Oh, halftime. Okay, so that's it. Listen. So it's time for Troy to come on, and he's going to play the Artist of the Week. And in the Artist of the Week, he'll explain.
Indeed. The Artist of the Week is our girl Lily Lorraine, and this is called Be Like Me.
You can steal my pictures, try and use my name, acting tall just like me, but you'll never be the same. Looking in the mirror, not liking what you see. Why would you sit here and lose your identity? So go and waste your day, throw all your time away. You'll never get too far. No one will hear what you say. It's so sad to see you waste your energy instead of being you. You try to be like me, try to be like me, me. Try to be like me. You try to be like me, me. Try to be like me. You're looking so dumb and acting such a fool. I would have lifted you up, instead you have no clue. Looking in the mirror, not liking what you see. Why would you sit here and lose your identity? So go and waste your day, throw all your time away. You'll never get too far. No one will hear what you say. It's so sad to see you waste your energy instead of being you. You try to be like me, try to be like me, me. Try to be like me. You try to be like me, me. Try to be like me. Try to be like me, me. Try to be like me. You try to be like me, me. Try to be like me.
Yes, indeed, and that is Lily Lorraine, Be Like Me, produced by Soul Res Music. And if you are an independent artist, or even a spoken word poet, or even a comedian that would like some exposure, you can go to blastmusic247.com and register for free. That's right, it's blastmusic247.com, changing the industry one artist at a time. Now, I do have the trailer to Bloodline of the Jewel. We'd like to play that.
We would. Can you do that, please?
Certainly. Here we go.
The king of Seychelles is to die very soon. His son is in line to be the new king. But he would never be the new heir unless he has the blood jewel in his hand safely. No one is safe until it is found. Do you know where it is?
I don't have a jewel.
Who are you? I do not know who you are. What do you want? Why you are here, but I can assure you, you have me mixed up with something else.
How can I do so, though? Allow me to introduce myself.
And I can see that. I can also see that it can go beyond her gender. You know, we all have a little hero in us from time to time. And we know exactly what to do and when to do it to save what we love.
Can you handle me?
It is too late for you to play mother now. I've done that job already. Put it down. You will never get that jewelry.
Better believe a thrashing is coming.
Oh my God.
You will never get the jewel.
Yes, indeed.
My mother was saying that for like a whole couple of years. After, you will never get the jewel.
Wow, amazing
Man.
job. Amazing job.
Thank you. Thank
All
you.
right,
And
guys.
it was, thank you so much, Troy. It was just amazing. And it was just an amazing process. Now, filming this movie was just a trip. We got some movies from the film. Just throw some up. Oh, it is good, Brianna. Your mom came to see it. Your mom. So my cousin Jeanette and her husband came. Thank you, Soul Rez. And it was just exciting for everyone. It really was. And I'm very proud of you for what you've done. It's quite an accomplishment. Thank you, Aunt Lily.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brene. We're just, everybody's excited, and now Africa is gonna see us.
Africa, can you believe that?
I
Can you believe that?
can't.
Yeah, and it's
I
an African
can't.
movie. It's an African movie. It got all the components. African. It has all the components. So that
Oh yeah.
alone, when first stepping into this project, I already said to myself, this movie is a success because it was a success because I got from start to finish, and I believed in it, and people believed in it. So it was already a success.
Right.
It already is a success. So everything now beyond this is just adding, take icing on the cake, so to say. Like this movie is a success because it's a great movie. It's something. It's not we're not creating negativity in the world, which is
Right.
huge on. I just like to do stuff that's positive, that people can watch, entertain. Your whole family can watch this movie.
Yeah.
That's so,
Definitely.
and so I just feel good about that. So the whole process was just great because it seemed like things are just falling into place. Tamika and I, and even when we get frustrated, Tamika and I have a conversation like, oh, this, but before long, everything just kind of like simmers out, and it's like, oh, this is what we're gonna do.
Well, Troy, show a few pictures from. I don't know what you said, so I don't know what you said. Look at him, y'all. Child, he was out there, honey, and them women was outside talking about, who is that? I said, honey. I said, that's Batman. That's what I told him. I said, that's Batman. Look at him. And then that's that there. Is that your album cover, or is that from when you do your shows?
That's one of my singles, Blue.
Okay.
That I came out with last year, was it even? It's going to be on my upcoming project. I have another project that's going to be on that as well. So yeah.
Oh, and that's Lindsay, y'all. She played my daughter. She's actually the star of the show.
She had her work. She had a lot. Oh, there's John Black. Yeah.
Yes.
He did a amazing job. Amazing guy there.
Trey Folk stand up. He's from Winston-Salem. Look at that. That's one of my homies.
Hey.
Yeah. And he's a phenomenal actor. Now, John is in everything. You hear me?
Yeah. I seen him on television, on a lot of, oh, there I go again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we just going through them. But John, yeah, John is that dude. He's in a whole bunch of stuff. And then there's Evan again. And this is Daniel K. Daniel, y'all. He's from Nigeria. He's a big star over there.
Yes.
And he played my son.
Mhm.
And he's a phenomenal actor. He plays in a lot of stuff that you watch on Netflix if you watch a lot of African movies like I do.
There
And
you
then
go.
there's me having a tense
Perfect.
scene. This was not a happy scene right here, but
Oh yeah, that's that scene.
oh, and then that was the scene right there that got everybody hot and bothered. Them
Baby.
two right there.
Tamika and Hayden.
I said, what's going on around here when I seen this? Now, there go my baby doing like how I taught her. You know, just, you know, if they get the acting up, cut up. Yeah, you act up with them. And there's Brandon, the man with the camera in the back. Oh, man. I mean, there's our trailer. Y'all, it was beautiful. It was just a beautiful experience. So, Evan, I saw you perform this summer. Thank you, Aunt Bernice. I saw you perform this summer. That trailer was the bomb, right?
Yeah, thank you so much. We're so proud of you too. Thank
Tamika, you were the bomb. She was directing and acting, y'all. And y'all just don't know how hard that is.
Yeah.
But she did it. And I'm telling you, Tamika's phenomenal too. So, you know, I just did Raisin in the Sun with her, and she directed me in that. And she'll, you know how she do, she come in, she be like, listen, this is what I want. And you can see it from the way she lays it out, and then you do it. And so it was great. It translated to our movie like Evan. Like, it was just, oh God, it was just so phenomenal. So I saw you perform this summer. Now, let me tell y'all, I didn't even know Evan sang with these people. I just happened to be going with my sister to the park, and I said, is that Evan? No, Evan was out there. He was out there singing with the people. He performs with a group of gentlemen, and they do like, what is it, like doo-wop music? Like doo-wop.
Okay, I'm like, I don't think I seen you at that show, right?
It was July 4th. I didn't get to come talk to you. Okay. Remember, a thunderstorm came.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was at I perform with the Legacy Motown Review. I do Motown shows with them as well. Because I love Motown. It's an era I love. So I've been doing that for a while as well. And so I do so many performances all the time. I don't really know. I didn't know. I remember that particular show because it was a thunderstorm. And
it was a bad storm, and I got caught in it. I know.
We only did one set. We only did like a short set because of the fact that it was supposed to, and it came fast. It was like, yeah.
And when I say that sky got black, we was like, oh, okay. But it was great. Y'all did a wonderful job, and I was just so impressed. I was like, oh, okay. They got the choreography. You know, my granddad used to say, cover it off of the honey. They was out there doing it. Huh?
That's one thing. If you see that I'm going to be in a show, it's going to be a good show. I don't care who I'm performing with. Because I like to have a good time. So if you see,
it was amazing.
Make sure you come out because it's going to be fun. You're going to have a good time, and because I love what I do. I really, really love what I do.
It was very high energy, and I hope I get to see y'all again this summer because that was fun.
I will.
I mean, and the people loved that. Them people was out there jamming, and I mean, it was just like people as far as the eye could see. We were all outside, and it was nice.
So early. That's why I felt so bad because they were there. Like some people came in like before I even got there. They already had the lawn chairs and stuff out there and they inbox you and say, "Oh, we coming. We want to see you. Can't wait." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." They do this all the time, and I absolutely love it. There's some beautiful people in this world who really love what we do, and I'm so thankful for that. I love the fact because I'll get inbox even when it comes to my CD, my music, everything that I do. I just so appreciate all the support I get. It never goes unnoticed. Like I'm humbled by that. But those people came so early, and they were waiting, and they were excited to see us. And A lot of these people have seen this many times before. So it just made me feel good, you know.
And then on top of all the stuff that you stay doing, you're raising children too. Now you got kids.
Yeah, I got 2 kids, 2 teenagers. Yeah, 2 teenagers that are.
Bless you, God. Bless them, Lord. Bless them.
Say that again.
And you got what? A boy and a girl, right? You got a boy and a girl, and they're teenagers. Y'all, they cute as they can be. And I said, look at Evan. Now Evan. Yes, they were so sweet. Your daughter's so cute. I love her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But so are you the stern dad? Are you the homie dad? Are you somewhere in between?
To them or to myself? Because you know it's 2 different.
Right.
I'm really like you get what you give with me. You get what you give with me. So if you come in and you're not on the right track, but I'm a very understanding dad. I love being a dad. I'm like a homemaker. I love to cook. I love to make sure they're on the schoolwork. I like they're doing the schoolwork. I like to I'm that person, you know, just to make sure you guys keep things together. You know, I'm just that guy. I'm not as soft spoken with them as as probably I appear to be sometimes, because I realize these days and times you have to be able to get in where you fit in with children, because it's so many.
Well, you a Capricorn. I know you ain't no.
I mean, my kids will tell you I'm a great guy, but they know I'm not a pushover. You know?
Don't fool with him. Right. Don't do it
at all.
Don't try it. But you know, children go try it.
They're gonna try, of course. They're gonna try.
All of them, and then they try to pitch against the other parent with their foolishness sometimes too. You be like, "Girl, go ahead now."
We in sync. We don't have those problems. But I will say, I have been blessed with pretty great kids, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, of course, you have your moments, but overall, my kids they're really cool, really great kids that I'm glad I'm appreciating getting to learn and getting to know and watch grow and give them. My main goal is to teach my children how to be unbiased and not judgmental of people in general, people of all walks of life, because I think a lot of parents forget to teach their children that, and their children grow up and they hate a group of people, or people don't dislike a group of people because they don't even understand why. And this is why a lot of that stuff keeps going on. So I try to make sure I give them the tools that will put them in the direction of trying to love people or accept people for who they are. And, you know, that's important to me. Because raising good people is important. Very important. Very, very important. Very important to me.
Honey, well, I'm going to tell you, like my big mama told me, honey, whatever you don't like the most is what your child going to bring home. And people laugh when I say that, but I have seen it happen. You hate lesbians, guess what? Your child's going to come home with a lesbian. You hate Mexicans, guess what? They're going to come to your family. You don't like black people, guess what? Your daughter might bring one home. So you better treat everybody with kindness.
Yeah.
Because God will make you, he will make you learn to love what you hate, because he'll bring it right to your front door.
Your front door. Yeah, absolutely.
And your kids are the ones that usually, I know because I done raised 4 kids. You don't know who your kid's gonna bring home a lot of time. And you be like, you know, and because of my kids and their friends, I have people who my children were friends with in elementary, middle, high school. And they tell me, Miss Carla, you remember that time you did blah, blah, blah. And half time, no. That's, I remember one time you said, I remember one time I came over your house and I had 8 and you fed me, you know, and you think about the people that you impact because your kids, or how you're impacted because of your kids. You just out here being a parent trying to make sure they grow up. And you think you're teaching them and they end up teaching you.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's really wild how that works. And now I'm in the grandma streets, child. And I was just telling somebody today, I said, baby, I love my kids, but honey, I will walk over, baby, hot coals if somebody do anything. Not anything. To my baby. Yeah, me. I will, baby. I can't take it. So it's just so good to see that you're balancing. You're doing this. You're out here, doing new things. You're creating music. You're traveling. Child, did I see you in New Orleans? Did I just see you in New Orleans?
Oh, I'm doing a documentary. I'm directing a documentary. And I had to go to New Orleans to basically do some research for it and meet some of the cast and crew for that. We'll be filming that in May. And also I'm also doing other projects too, but that's what I was in New Orleans for, yeah. Which was so cool because it was my first time there. So it was really cool for me. Yeah.
A documentary, you say? You know I love documentaries. I love documentaries.
This is a good
one. I love New Orleans. Ooh, what is it about?
It's actually about spirituality and how slavery affected spirituality. And so it's an unbiased look at spirituality, and I'm excited. I've met some really amazing people so far, and so many wonderful people are going to be a part of this project. So I'm just excited to be directing it and producing. So it's exciting. I'm working with this a gentleman named Spencer, and he's amazing as well. So
I cannot wait to see that.
It's another great cast and crew that we have going on. So I'm excited about that. Yeah. So
I love New Orleans. It's just such a whole vibe.
Culture.
I love when you go there. I love it. But it's so weird when you're in New Orleans. You know how people say New Orleans is haunted? You could go there and you feel things that you don't feel other places.
Mm-hmm.
I went years and years ago when the Saints won the Super Bowl, and I had a ball. And I went on the Anne Rice tour because I love Anne Rice books. I've read like all her books, right? So they have a tour down there where you can go see all the mansions and the things in her books, like Interview with the Vampire and all this stuff. Well, we went to this plantation that pretty much was a basis for an Interview with the Vampire. If you've ever read the books, one of the main characters, Lestat,
mm-hmm.
They used to go out there and turn slaves into vampires so that they could exact revenge on the people who had enslaved them, different things. Mm-hmm. But it was so interesting when I went to the plantation. When I put my foot on the dirt, I felt like weeping because it's like you could feel the souls of the people there, and it was very interesting. But then when you're in New Orleans, it's like a big party all the time. Child, we was drinking hurricanes at 10 o'clock in the morning. That's the first place I ever been where you could go get liquor in the Walmart. Child, I said, they got liquor in the Walmart, baby. The CVS.
It's crazy. A lot of the stuff that you're describing, a lot of that stuff, I feel like it all connects with what this documentary is going to be about that, exactly what you said. Well, I won't go into depth about it, but into detail about it, but just know that a lot of the celebration and that happens there, it's a lot of reasonings behind that. A lot of
like the Santeria, the hoodoo, you got, I know all about that. You know me. I know all about, because I'm a Christian, but I do believe in ancestral things. And that makes me a little different from maybe other Christians sometimes. And some of the stuff that we have been taught is pagan. I don't necessarily believe it's pagan because I just feel like white people demonized it and to scare us from the power of what it was that we had power in.
I think this documentary is one that I think everybody will be able to watch because
I can't wait.
Watch it unbiasedly. Look at it without bias. Like, I'm not telling anyone to believe against. I'm not telling anybody against to believe anything other than what they're
right.
I just want you. That's what documentaries are for. You raise the questions, you look at them, and you answer them, and you see the evidence here, or you see this, and you incorporate that into your life. Or you feel like you connect with it, however you want to connect with it. But it has to be there. So that's my whole thing. So
before we get off, I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry. I was sitting here thinking, I was like, this dude doing documentaries, movies, singing, dancing. What else? What's next?
Well, I'm really, my next thing, I'm about to write another movie, and of course I'm going to release this album that I've been waiting to release, and of course producing this, directing this documentary and another movie that we're in the process, early stages of producing and getting together, working with someone else on that project. So that is pretty much it for now. But whatever comes up, I have some concerts I'm going to be putting on that's pretty soon as well. You know, I would love to do a comedy and show concert. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I got some things brewing, so you know I might, because you know you get that Michael Jackson vibe, you know, and I be wanting to. Oh, I love that. You know, I used to love Michael Jackson, honey, back when he was off the wall.
Oh yeah,
when he was off the wall, I love.
Ooh, that was a great album. Yeah.
What did it say? Oh, so listen. Before we get off of here, oh, and wait a minute, hold on. Okay. Now, Evan, don't you leave when we come up out of here. You stay in the background, okay? Because we got to talk. But I want everybody, if you would, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to the Blast Music, Blast 247. I can't even look. I can't talk. Troy, put it up there. And so, y'all can watch me. My show is every Thursday at 8 o'clock. We do this. Y'all see that Crazy Carla's Concoctions? I'm on YouTube at Blast Music 247. We have other podcasts besides mine. There's something for everybody on here. We have podcasts for people going through middle age. It's called the Middle Age Podcast. We got a poetry podcast with Sunshine. We have Troy has his own podcast. We have Soul Rez where he reviews music. We have a DJ, y'all, and then you can go to Blast Music 247 and listen to music. Lily Lorraine is one of the artists on there, y'all. We have tons and tons of artists. It's like Spotify, but better, because you listen to everything. You choose what you want to listen to. It's really dope. So if you would, I'm not gonna hold you too much longer. See, I didn't ask you nothing crazy tonight, did I? See, you was mad, and you know why? It's because I won't drink no alcohol. That's why I'm sitting over here drinking, and it's okay. But I am gonna ask you because I'm curious. I be wanting to know what people eat. Are you a steak or a seafood man? Which one is you?
Definitely seafood.
Yeah, me too.
Definitely seafood.
Yeah, it's good, and you know it's good to you. Yeah, thank you. Soul Rez, I appreciate you. Now that's somebody you need to get with, do some music with right there. I got some things brewing. Y'all gonna be shocked. Evan, I'm trying to be like you. I'm trying to do everything. Why not? Why not? So
why not? Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
And I want people, tell the people where they can find you. Give your handles.
Evan Gibson. I'm pretty much at Evan Gibson on everything, and also evangibson.com. EVINGIBSON.com.
You talking like you from South Carolina? Slow down. Spell your name again.
Oh my God. So okay.
Lord.
So evangibson.com or at Evan Gibson on pretty much all platforms, or Evan Gibson Music. You are hilarious, by the way. You know that. You know, I was like nervous because like I don't know if I'm gonna clown out with you or not.
I was like, man, I would be good. Listen, child, because you know I don't never know what I'm gonna do on here myself. I just had the question, then I go with the flow.
I know. For the first day
and I thank God my aunties was on here tonight, and I didn't have no drink in my cup. Because you know, sometimes I get to drinking on here, but we be talking about everything, space aliens, everything. So I just, I thank God for allowing you to come on my show. I thank God for allowing me to be a part of your vision. I thank God that you are on here tonight so that people can know who Evan Gibson is and what he's doing. And the last thing I always ask people, I don't ask them the same question, but I ask them something in this vein. So I want to say to you, and I wrote this down, I said, well, what am I going to ask Evan? So Evan, my question is this. If Evan right now, how old are you now, Evan?
86.
Okay, so at 86.
Okay.
If Evan could go back and talk to 15-year-old Evan, what are the top 3 things that you would tell Evan to help him in getting to age 86 that you would have maybe not done or done? What would you tell him?
I would tell Evan, be yourself. Number 1, be yourself. Don't worry about what people say or what people think, but let your light shine. Be yourself. And I would tell him that the light that he has, the light that you have, is bigger than anything you even would want. Everything you want so badly to work for, the light you have is bigger than that. So embrace that, and everything else will come.
That's good.
And I would tell him, "You good. You good. You're good. You got it. You got it. Just do your thing, man. Just do it." Because you probably don't know that. You don't know that. And you don't know it enough. And it's not about whether people tell you that or not. You need to know it.
Well, he said what he said. He did what he did, and we just to break out. So we thank y'all so much for tuning in. Next week, I'm going to have another good show. Y'all, I'm so glad I'm back because, baby, them rehearsals was jacking me up. You hear me? Thank you, 86 is the new 100. Way to go. Yes, God.
Thank you,
this
baby.
Negro said he's 86. That's my auntie. Listen, you look good, baby. You look like you're 25. So I'm telling you, yeah, he already told y'all he got teenagers. So he a grown man now. He over there looking like he in high school, his doggone self. But I tell you, I thank you, Evan, for being on the show. I appreciate you. And I wish you much success in the future. And hopefully we'll get to work together again. What is that? She said, great interview. So much talent, proud of you. Yes, she's proud of you, Evan.
Retta, I love you. I love you. I love you so much. Thank you. Retta,
yes.
I want to send her a shout out. Michelle, I want to send her a shout out. So many people I want to send a shout out. I don't have time to do it. But I do want to say this, Carla, I just want to say this and put it on the record. Thank you for being a part of my project and giving your energy and your awesome talent. You are amazing. It's just amazing being. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Oh, you're just a sweetheart. You were great to work with. So it all worked out. Yeah, child. And you let me be in your kitchen. So I was happy. Okay. So I love you. I stay on. Everybody else, we'll see y'all next week.